I'm trading away 5 PlayStation 5s on Facebook Marketplace.
The only place where you can sell a bathtub of corn dogs, a nativity scene carved into a potato, and an explicit homemade statue of Kermit the Frog.
You're not serious.
I am.
Oh my god. I'm Chase and I run a reselling business focused on selling video games, sports cars, and collectibles on eBay, Amazon, and other platforms. I find all the stuff by going to garage sales, thrift stores, pawn shops, and even buying stuff from viewers.
And that's kind of where things start today. People often send us messages on social media platforms wanting to sell us things, and most recently we purchased 5 PlayStation 5s from viewers.
When I get newer systems, I don't sell them. Instead, I put them up for trade. The goal with these systems is to trade with somebody that has an old video game collection, so they get a new current gen system that they want. I get a bunch of old games to sell, put in some work, and hopefully make a profit.
That way he can pay me.
That's right.
Over the course of 2 months, we filmed all of our PlayStation 5 trades to see what kind of items we would trade for, if it would be profitable, and if it's even possible to do trades well on Facebook Marketplace.
We're gonna get some super rare games.
Whoa.
Like here's one that went for $535.
$400 complete on bid.
Some crazy offers.
And offered me a boat.
And even this crazy Viking axe. And I'm actually going to be giving away one of these PS5s plus 500 games, but more on that later. So we posted our PS5 listing on Marketplace and the offers started flooding in. Skylar,
I'm tired.
came in this morning and said, you got to review this offer. It could be decent.
So I've gotten 21 offers, and all of them have been kind of junk. This one guy, he says, I have a box full of PS2 games, a PS2 and a PS4 Pro I can trade. I also have a Game Boy to trade. And then he sends this box of PS2 games. So I'm looking at them, and I see a bunch of games, but I wanted Chase to look over it for any obvious things just because I was lazy and didn't look up every single one. And apparently there's a game called Haunting Ground, which we look up on eBay, is $400 complete on bid.
Come on, brother. We absolutely have to make this happen. It would be tragic if we do not. So hopefully he responds.
He did. So Alex and I the very next morning drove all the way to his house to do the trade. First off, anytime I'm doing trades, I like to start off with some light conversation to make sure everybody's comfortable involved and that they don't feel sketched out meeting somebody in a van. And this guy was super nice. He even explained to me that he actually had to sell his first PS5. He was very, very thankful that we were able to actually do a trade for all the stuff he wasn't using. So I was taking a look at all of these cases to make sure that the games were in there. That's good practice. If the games weren't in there, I noticed just how clean they were. He said he took good care of his games, but I didn't realize that he meant this nice.
Yeah, sometimes people say that and they're in horrible, scratched up with keys condition, so you never know.
First trade just happened.
Oh yeah?
Yep. Everything is beautiful. It's all complete.
Another epic PS5 trade in the books. This one is top 5 all time because it includes a PS2 Holy Grail. There were 60 games. We got them all organized by value. These ones are all kind of snickle fritz. Nothing huge, nothing crazy, but the condition is amazing. These ones on price charting are valued between 10 and 20 bucks, so some nice ones there. But then we start getting into the more valuable, between 20 and 30. This one here, okay, Shadow King. You got The Thing, Scarface, Siren. These are between 30 and 40. Mega Man also. Vice City Stories. Clock Tower 3, beautiful condition across the board. Every single game has the manual. Mega Man Battle Network 6, all worth over $50. And the holy grail of the lot, this PS2 glorious Haunting Ground, probably a $400 game in insane condition, absolutely beautiful. Not to mention we got 3 systems with the Game Boy, needs a new battery, but it was provided in the deal. PS2, fully working. PS4 Pro, no cords or no controller, but still epic. This was a beautiful trade. The total value is $1,600 on price charting. Before we trade the next PS5 system, I want to tell you how I'm giving one away, plus every single game you see here. There's 500 games on this table. I'm giving them all away. And the only way that's gonna happen is on Whatnot. So that's gonna be Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. We're going for 5 hours. Every other item we run is gonna be a giveaway, and most of the giveaways are gonna have 5 to 10 games in all of them. It's just crazy. Look at this. We're giving away everything here. So you got it. If you're not on Whatnot yet, this is the time. I love Whatnot. It's very fun. It's a great way to hang out and interact. There's no catch. There's no scam. Everything here. We're going to eat all the shipping. We're giving it all away, including the brand new PS5 4 brand new Switch games, hundreds of DS, NES, Sega, PS1, PS2 games. It's all going. If you don't know what Whatnot is, let me explain it. So it's basically like live auctions. It's a beautiful place where we come, sell video games, hang out with you guys live. In this case, we're giving away 500 games in the PS5, but we're also going to be auctioning off amazing high-end games, sealed games, graded games, crazy complete Nintendo type stuff, N64. There's going to be so much crazy stuff that you gotta be there. Probably the #1 way you can help us out is downloading Whatnot with the link down below. You're gonna get $10 free to spend, and we're gonna have hundreds of $10 buy it nows that are really good deals. Things like this, right? Like Simon's Quest. $10, buy it now. You can use your credit that way. We got like Double Dragon 1 and 2, Batman for NES, all sorts of PS1 games. They go for more like 15 to 20 bucks. We're just gonna put them in the buy it now for $10 so you guys can come over, use your credit, maybe get some giveaways, win some auctions. It's gonna be the craziest, most epic auction we've ever done. Now at the time of recording this, we actually almost have 500 bookmarks already on that stream because it's gonna be epic. So come hang out with us. We'll see you there.
And I want to make this crystal clear. This giveaway is not through the comment section. If somebody tags you in a comment or responds to one of your comments saying that you've won a PS5, it is 100% a scam. Do not send them money. Do not follow them on other platforms. Do not pay for the shipping. This giveaway is hosted on and through Whatnot only this Wednesday, September 14th.
And now let's get into the next trade. We got some special ones.
What's up, everybody? It is the next day, and I have filtered through many trade offers.
So while Skylar was fielding a bunch of trade offers for his PS5 posts, I was able to secure one, and this is actually with a viewer. So he had a Panasonic 3DO collection, and it price charted right around 1,400 bucks. Now, when I do trades, I like to double up, so 1,400 clean double up, and I was able to actually offer him an additional 200 in cash, put my investment to around 700, and once I sell everything, should still be able to double up, even though it might take a while because demand on these things is pretty low. Now, before we get into the next trade, I want to demonstrate a little bit of the grind that it takes to make these trades. We actually get about 50 offers on Facebook Marketplace to every one that we accept. We've gotten hundreds of offers on our trades. So if you're doing these trades, just know that it's gonna take time, it's gonna take hustle, it's gonna take effort to make even a single trade happen.
Okay, and since we're on the topic, let's talk about some of those offers that we didn't really look at at all, like the worst of the worst. So to give you an idea of all the trade offers I got, I was offered Louis Vuitton shoes that he said he paid $1,400 for. These things are hideous. So I started screenshotting even some of the names that were funny. I got messaged by apparently a celebrity, Travis Scott himself messaged me. This one guy named The Plunger messaged me and offered me a boat. Would you trade a PS5 for a boat? Let me know how dumb you are. Now, Tariq offered me, well, he just sent me 3 pictures and said, snapping turtle. Then he sends me a video of this little tiny snapping turtle in a pool. So I said, one condition, can I name him? And he goes, yes, you can name him. So what now, do you like the trade? Do you think he'd be a good friend for my snake? And from there, I just slowly led on more and more that I was certainly feeding the snake to it. But you get some crazy stuff on Facebook Marketplace. There's hundreds more messages that are even more insane. But let's get into the next trade that actually panned out. Okay, it is a very hot day. I just did a trade with a cool guy. He drove like an hour to meet me, which is really nice. I got 4 systems. Let's look at it. So we have PS4, N64, PS3, NES, games and controllers for everything. He said he had 4 N64 controllers. Unfortunately, these ones are third party, which he didn't say, but that's okay. I got all this plus 150 cash. There's some good N64 games in here. Not that one, not that one, not that one. There's one, that's a good one. Boom, Super Mario 64. Chase, I brought you some games. So all this and $150.
I like that part.
Dollars.
There's some good N64 ones in there.
Yeah, some nice highlights. Super Smash, Super Mario 64, Perfect Dark.
Yes.
The PS3, he gave it to us anyway. It does turn on, but it doesn't display anything.
Phenomenal games. I mean, you got NBA Street 2. That's a good one.
Yep.
Nice.
They're all in really good condition.
I mean, I'm noticing Need for Speeds, like Most Wanted.
Are these good on eBay or Amazon or?
They'll be good on both, but definitely better on Amazon if they're complete, which so far those 3 are. A lot of them are like trade-in, you know, $3, $5 games, but the 20 of them that are solid could be $200 to $300 just in that box.
And the systems are.
Yeah, like a PS4. I mean, that's probably net of $200 on Amazon, and then N64 $100, NES another $100. These games will probably be 150
Plus 150 cash.
plus 150 cash. So I mean, yeah, the fact that our buy cost got down to like $400 with that 150 cash being thrown in, there's easily $800 worth here, and we always like to double up, so it qualifies. Now this trade isn't nearly as much of a no-brainer as some of the other ones we've gotten because there is a lot of low-end stuff. This is an example of a trade that it's work.
Let's make another trade.
Let's get a better one. And get a better one, we did not. This next trade is definitely more on the obscure side. All right, the trade is done. You can see I got a few things back there. It's a crazy, like, tomahawk hatchet thing. Well, here's what I picked up, guys. Traded one of the Horizon PS5's. Got a Nintendo Switch with everything with it, carrying case stock. Original Xbox 2 controllers. A stack of games. Some modern Pokemon cards, and this crazy looking custom hatchet. I don't know if this was necessarily the best trade, but what really made it was the $350 cash thrown in. Now that reduces my buy cost significantly. This Nintendo Switch that was also part of the trade gets me to break-even territory, and then selling the axe and the Xbox, hopefully I'll be able to make some decent money on the trade, though I think that axe is going to be tough to sell.
But now, for the final, most controversial trade I think we've ever done. We actually posted a YouTube short about this a few weeks back, and the comments went nuts. So watch and see what happens with this trade and what we get, and you let us know if it was a good trade or not.
I'll have to seal another trade. Let's make it happen. Let's do. These work. These yours or
The deal is done.
secured?
Turns out you was a viewer. Or you just found our channel or something.
Yeah. Shout out to Gabe. Great trade. He was really happy with it. Turns out the Pokemon cards he got in a storage unit.
Yeah, he had nothing into it. It was free. He was like, I was just moving it out.
Yes.
So
it's impossibly windy today, so the audio was impossible to capture there. But this box has treasures in it, I'm sure, that we haven't even seen. We brought everything back to the house, started to kind of uncover the box and check out everything that was buried deep within.
Clue Land?
We didn't know this was in there. Gosh, I wish that box was in better shape, but that's early. I mean, that's
It's a black box game. Is it? Oh, it was a hang tab. Is this
Yeah,
a first?
was.
This is a first print box, dude. Circle seal non-revé.
I know.
Hang
this
tab.
one
That's
was-
the.
cool. Just the cartridge is $60.
Shoot.
I just realized that this is a sticker sealed box, which is like test market, like
So
early New York.
Whoa.
Like here's one that went for $535. That's complete and in better shape, but that's not what this one will be by any means, since it's all torn off and stuff. But still, that is crazy to find
Wow.
that right there. I've never found that.
even in the nice one that we sold,
Never.
Like that?
None of them had stickers.
wow.
Those are like,
You got a lot of this stuff in a
Elusive.
storage unit, apparently. So
they weren't shrink wrapped, they were sticker sealed. That's what that
Wow.
was. Condition $100 for me. That's crazy.
Okay.
We still haven't seen
What
the
we got?
DS games though. The picture.
I think they're way down there.
They're way under here?
Yep. We got this monstrosity. Well, let this be a lesson to check all the contents. It's another thing we haven't done the best.
We normally do.
There were a couple good ones.
Yeah, that was Pokemon Black and Fossil Fighters on the top. PS5 trade secured the Horizons edition plus 100 in cash. This is what we got. There's like 7 systems right here, some of which were extras. We asked him to bring extras. He brought some. We made a deal. The Sapphire, the Mario and Luigi, these are nice highlights, plus the SP.
That'll need a new battery. A lot of these will need new cords and controllers and stuff.
Indeed. And then this is a beautiful find. The sticker seal. Horrible condition box, but it's Clue Land. We didn't know it was originally included. And it's crazy rare to find a test market sticker seal version of that, so that's a very exciting find. Too bad the box is beat up.
So that means it's just very, very early print.
Yes, New York test market, I think, is what that means. Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but these cartridge games are all nice. You got 2 of the greatest games of all time on N64. You got the Mario All-Stars, Mario World, my first game that I played and beat, Super Game Boy, all these NES games, including Mario's, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Plus, this stack of games here, really nice Wii U games. The best one's kind of on top, Mario Party 7 for GameCube in there. All of these cards are vintage. They're in really nice condition, mostly trainers, mostly energies, and then some Pokemon over here. Highlights. Scyther First Edition, Pinsir First Edition, both hollows, Dark Charizard regular, non-hollow, and this entire binder stuffed full, organized by type with duplicates.
Ooh, I like these ones.
All those Dragonite promos. I mean, just...
And they're thick.
Imagine if the hollows weren't separated from this collection. It would be epic. There'd be Charizard base sets just filling these pages if I had to guess, but they got rid of those somewhere along the way. That was the trade. It was epic. And we were actually missing a lot of items from the pictures. We didn't check all the way down in the box, so some really nice DS games like Pokemon Black and Fossil Fighters, plus Atari games. We're hoping we can get those. So when you're doing a trade, make sure to check all the contents. We were just kind of in a rush. There's still enough here for a great trade.
So what do you think? Was it a good trade? It is kind of hard sometimes in YouTube Shorts to be able to give the full context of trades, especially since we can't fully articulate all the platforms that we're going to sell on. Like, we get a premium for systems on Amazon, and some of the games will be better on Amazon than eBay, blah, blah, blah. So we traded 5 PlayStation 5s successfully, and it took us several weeks to actually get it done. But I do think if we weren't so busy with other stuff in the business, we could have gotten it done a lot faster. I still have probably 50 to 60 unread messages on Facebook Marketplace.
We got about this much in potential value, and I think it was definitely worth the time. Everybody that we traded with was very happy that they were able to get a PS5, and we got a lot of glorious retro games. And we now get to hook one of you guys up with a free PS5 being given away only on Whatnot, and we're giving away 500 games, so use that link in the description to get $10 credit to spend at our auction, because we're going to be selling stuff too, but it's going to be crazy. PS5, 500 games, you gotta be there. Make it happen. Check that link down below. And check out this video for more trades, or this one to see what else the business has been up to. It's been a crazy few months. What'll do? Chase after the